1 second. Hello. So, I was in the middle of streaming earlier when the power went out, and I seem to have lost the footage. So, I'm seeing, because I was recording as a backup, I'm trying to see if that's recoverable. It's not looking super promising. But we mostly did side stuff anyway.
Look, I'm on your side here. I've been working as a maintenance tech for Trinity out here, but I've got to get out of here.
All right, here's a merchant.
Are insane. I've been stockpiling gear. It's yours, if you can pay for it. They won't notice a few missing items, but if they catch wind, or if they see me with you, I'm a dead man. I'll need some untraceable currency in case things go south. Gold, preferably. You think we can make a deal?
I'll see what I can dig up.
I think this is the same guy who's like leaving audio recordings around. I thought I was about to miss that.
Your reports have ceased. Trinity's growing concerned.
We've had trouble with the natives. Our communications were offline, but everything is now under control.
If the situation becomes untenable, we will step in.
It won't. You sent me for a reason. I was chosen for this. I will succeed.
See that you do.
Hey!
Well,
Lara, are you okay? Oh, thank God. Hannah, what are you doing here?
I don't trust that.
I don't know. I can't remember. What's happening, Lara? I'm scared.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think they'd come after you. This is all my fault.
Who? Who are they? What did they want?
The same thing my father was after.
Oh no, Lara. I told you not to do this. Whatever they want, just give it to them.
It's not that simple. Just hold on.
He doesn't have a
Get us
fucking
out of
scratch
here.
on it.
Somehow. Don't touch her!
Please. No.
Talk!
No! No, you bastard!
Where's the divine source?
Please! Just stop! I don't know where it is!
That's enough. She doesn't know.
What? You... No. You're with them! I can't believe this. You...
Oh, she was about to go hard on that one.
You couldn't let it go, could you? I knew you'd find your way to this place. What did you expect? It doesn't have to be this way. We seek the same thing. We could use someone like you. You want a purpose in your life? We can provide that.
You've got to be kidding. I've seen how Trinity operates.
Is that a no?
It's a no fucking way! Tell me, Anna, were you recruited by Trinity before or after you started screwing my father?
I loved Richard. But he was blinded by idealism, and it destroyed him. What would you do with the artifact? Show it to the world. Redeem your father's good name. You're still so naive. Just a frightened little girl trying to walk in her daddy's shoes.
We're done here.
No. Not yet. You and I, we can still be on the same side of history. Think about it, Laura.
This isn't over. Bastard!
Perhaps that's all he knows how to be.
I thought I was alone.
So did I, but here we are. So what should I call my new acquaintance?
Nothing. I won't be staying.
Constantine has little patience.
Nor do I.
So I see. Nice trick. Can you get us out of here?
There's no us. I don't even know who you are or why you're here. Sorry. I'm not feeling particularly trusting right now.
You won't get far without me.
You don't know how far I've come.
What do you know about them?
A sect. Ancient and secretive. They believe themselves to be doing the work of God.
From what I've seen, they're pretty far from holy.
There we go.
And what do you plan to do with that?
I'll let you know when I think of it.
Well, they've heard that.
All the more reason to get out of here.
Come on, girl. Jesus.
Is there a way out?
No, but I found something that might be useful.
Excuse me?
would want to attract attention. It worked. Can you get out?
They must have heard that.
Wait. Let me out. I can help you.
I can't trust you.
We may not be enemies. I can see that. I suspect you do too.
I work better alone.
I know the layout. I know the land.
I'm a fast learner.
No doubt of that. Maybe I can offer you something more valuable. I know what you're all after. Thank you. I'm Jacob.
Lara. Take this. In case we get separated.
We have to move. The guards will be coming through on rounds any moment.
Just a
Do you
second.
know the way out?
Yes.
We began invasion of the valley not 24 hours ago. I expected resistance and have not been disappointed. The people of the valley think they defeat us, but the harder they fight, the stronger my resolve grows. If they weren't protecting something, they wouldn't martyr themselves so. They wouldn't endure tortures with such resolve. They are believers. I respect that. But they are on the wrong side of this battle. It will not be long now. A new, better world is at hand.
Had some time to study this place.
A silver cigarette case. Looks like it's been through a war, which is... How long were you in that cell?
Long enough to learn that Constantine won't stop until he's found what he's looking for.
The divine source. Is it here?
Trust must go both ways, Lara.
What is this?
A history lesson. This place has its own scars.
It was a work camp. I finally laid my betrayals bare. Lara knows the truth. Now a strange series of emotions has gripped me. Remorse, certainly. Remorse for a piece of me that was left inside that torture cell. But something else, too. I know Constantine thinks that I've lost my edge, that my time with the Crofts has made me soft, but he's wrong. It isn't softness. It feels instead like a new kind of resolve. I knew Lord Croft to be an intelligent man. I know his daughter holds secrets in her head. As an ally, she'd be invaluable. As an enemy, she'll be a difficult problem. I must make sure that Constantine's arrogance doesn't get the better of him as we take her on.
Give me 1 second. I had to end stream. There we go. Sorry about that. Just a second.
The Soviets sent prisoners here to work in the mines.
Even that wasn't enough. They captured our people, took children from their mothers to work as slaves.
God, it must have been horrible.
Anyone who survived those days has stories to tell.
That doesn't look like mining. It looks like an excavation.
It's, possible. They dug anywhere they caught a hint of wealth.
Those are ancient. What did they find?
You'll have to ask them. We have to go. We aren't safe here.
Okay. And away we go.
Our best chance of escape is to make our way to the ocean.
And what then?
My village is in a valley on the other side of the mountain. We'll be safe there.
Command Post 2, last chopper outbound. Roger. Escalation. Reports of trouble at the communications depot. More natives. Negative. We caught an armed intruder from the outside. Some woman. She stirred up trouble on the perimeter. Are we expecting others? Possibly. After the initial attack, we stepped up the patrol. If there's anyone else out there, we'll find them.
Stay here. I'll take care of this.
All right. Hold on. Let's go. They're here!
They really didn't see that coming. Alright, we have...
Weapons free.
How many was that? That was like 8? that's just a rat.
Anna has let the mask fall. She and I are finally fully reunited. It has been difficult without her these past years. When I'm weak, it's always been her voice that gave me strength. When she loses hope, I ignite that hope for her. That being said, I must confess that I am worried about her. Her health falters, yes, but my concern is with her resolve. I fear that some piece of her was lost in her time with the Crofts. She must have faked her emotions for Lord Croft so powerfully they became real. And now I feel that fear has spilled over to Laura.
Jacob, I found a way to open the inner gate.
Head to the courtyard. I'm already inside.
And they're back. Oh, I see.
I have patrols headed to all the major dig sites. Here, here, and here.
What about
Anna, I need to get in there.
A few sharpshooters. This is the place.
Shit. Be careful, Laura.
are quite convincing. But I want to get into those ruins myself.
And Croft.
We keep her alive. For now. I cannot wait to leave this frozen hell.
Then I have good news. Reconnaissance from the scouts. The natives have a settlement on the other side of the mountain.
Soon, you will have your day.
We both will. Just as long as you don't lose focus again.
What do you mean?
You're sentimental about her. The Croft girl, I can tell because she's still alive. We can't afford to dwell in the past.
You doubt me? You know what I've given to Trinity, what I've sacrificed, what I face. I'm fine.
Life has not been kind to either of us, but I swore I'd always protect you.
Now who's being sentimental?
I promise you. All of this will be worth it in the end. With the divine source, you will live. But more importantly, you will live in a world cleansed of sin.
Send your men to this settlement. Find out what they know. It's too dangerous. Let me have my pleasures. None of this will matter the day our work is accomplished.
Constantine, you're needed in the holding cells. We're in this together, sister. Remember.
Always.
You could have shot him in the head.
What are you doing?
Mankind shall be judged. The non-believers turned to ash and swept away, and the pure of faith will be raised up and given life eternal. Get out! I'll find you!
Got to find them. Keep looking. They have to be here somewhere, and the floor is clear. I don't let them. She has to.
Wading through poop water again.
Got to find a way out of here.
Got to find them. Keep looking.
Laura, the train yard is on the north end of the Gulag. I'll wait for you there.
On my way.
Strange being in the field again. I was undercover for so long, locked in a life of comfort at Croft Manor. Here there is no comfort at all. The air is frozen, the food is canned and cold. The company, aside from Constantine, is abysmal. But I asked to be here. I need to be here. I do not have the luxury of time or patience. Constantine and I begin this journey together. I will be there when he fulfills his destiny. So for now, I'll breathe deep. I'll let the cold air burn my lungs. I'll let it remind me that I'm still alive. And let it fuel me for the final push towards our destiny.
Damn. Got to get out of here. A military patch for Trinity soldiers. Aside from the design, there's no identifying tags. They keep themselves hidden, even from their own foot soldiers.
I'm stupid.
I've got to get that wire out of the water. Come on.
They're what?
As we push deeper into the valley, I find myself staring at the ruins and pondering my own mortality. These structures have been here for ages, waiting for this moment. I can feel their anticipation. The stone itself wants us to succeed. And what is there to stop us? Non-believers, the fearful, and the lost. Those that hid the source from Trinity for so long. We are the very people who would use what's hidden here as it was intended to be used. This world is too corrupt, too rotten, too sick to be saved by any means other than Trinity. We will have our army. A righteous man will lead it. Constantine will be that man.
Jacob!
Lara, be careful. They're everywhere. You'll run into some trouble. There he is! Take him out! Damn it!
Shit!
Just a
For
second.
the first time in weeks, things are becoming clear. I know. There's something hidden here. The Soviets came looking for it too, and now Trinity and Anna. Anna. God. I still don't quite believe it. All this time. Did she watch Dad as well? I've got to keep moving. Find Jacob and join his people. If I can prove myself to them, maybe he will tell me more about this place.
Okay.
She's alone. Move out. Make it quick. Hold up. Gonna check. Give me covering fire! I got the cover! Grenade out!
This shit sucks.
What happened here?
As we push deeper into the valley, I feel reassured that this is the work I was chosen to perform. My stigmata itch with sensation. It is a constant reminder of my higher purpose, of my singular position in this higher purpose. I was a child, innocent to the evils of the world. Then, one night, I woke in such pain, a scream on my lips. Blood dripped from my palms when I saw it. I was terrified. It marked me. It meant something. I cannot shirk this mission any more than I can shirk my own hands.
Jesus.
Jacob, I think I'm close to the train yard. Are you there? A badge of rank in a military order. Trinity. Another Soviet plaque. Enemies must answer for their crimes. Bit grim.
What took you so long?
I thought I lost you back there.
Not a chance. Thanks for getting me out of that place. Let's move! We can get up through there!
Watch out!
Why didn't that work? I'm sorry. I know. I know that's not funny. Man.
Dad, is everything all right? Dad?
Take it easy. Drink this. It'll help.
You could have left me in that river.
Would you have left me?
I'd have thought about it.
What makes you think I didn't? So what makes you risk so much to come here?
The divine source.
Oh
I
shit.
know what you're looking for. But I want to know why.
When I was young, it was just my father and I. He was an archaeologist too. In his last years, he was obsessed with myths about immortality. Of course, no one believed him, including me. Our last conversation was a fight. He took his own life. I thought I'd come to terms with it, but...
Something else happened.
And I saw something that I thought was impossible. It changed everything. I realized my father was right. He died alone and broken. But he died for something.
So you believe the divine source is real?
I honestly don't know. But if there is any truth to it, I have to find out. It needs to be researched and studied. It could make a difference to the world. It's not something to be hidden away.
A difference is not always for the best. Would you wish Trinity to have the secret to immortality?
Of course not.
Then I would ask you not to abandon your quest, but to alter its path. Join me and my people. Help us repel Constantine and Trinity.
Then after that's done,
and you leave our valley untouched. But knowing that you've done the right thing.
no. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Can't. Or won't.
I'll fight Trinity with you, but my goal remains the same. If I give up now,
you'd feel like you'd be letting him down.
Not just him. I need answers, Jacob. I need to understand. You're leaving.
Right now, my concern is for my village. It's over the mountain pass. A day's journey on foot. But there may be a faster way through the old copper mine. You rest. I'll be back soon.
Oh, these are the plates from earlier. Okay. Oh, DLC.
Jacob, are you there? Damn it. Where is he?
Oh, sausages. Awesome. Weird. Took a break. Decided to start streaming again, but I'm in the middle of recording a YouTube video. So this is going to be really abrupt for the YouTube archive viewer. But we gotta do there's the Baba Yaga DLC, I think.
Overwatch, we have contact with the native in the old sawmill. We wounded her, but it looks like they set traps around the perimeter. I've got one casualty so far. Doing a sweep.
Don't shoot. I'm with Jacob. He told us to wait for you, but these bastards found us first.
Oh, God. Are you all right?
I'll live. But I need a safe place to rest, in case the invaders return. There's a cave across the bridge over there. A wolf den. They won't look there, but I can't clear it out on my own. Not like this. If you could kill them, we'll have a safe place to regroup. I might even have something for that pistol of yours. Can you help us?
Yep.
Yes, of course. Stay out of sight. I'll be back.
Thank you. Jacob was right about you.
Oh, there it is. Hello. Just a second. He is up here. I feel like I'm quiet.
Did you clear out the cave?
The cave is clear. If you head there now, you'll be safe.
Thank you. Here, take this. Jacob told us to protect you, but you weren't the one who needed it.
Ooh.
Soviet soldiers. Something awful happened here. More propaganda. Work hard to fight cold and hunger.
Lara, are you okay?
Yes, I'm at the base of the old Soviet mill.
I'm making my way to the mine entrance at the top of the facility. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Comrades, this report comes to you following an unprecedented discovery in the mountains of Freedom Station. Our deep mine crew has broken into a massive cavern filled with incredible ruins and artifacts, the likes of which have never been found in the motherland. The workers that we acquired from the native population have become agitated following the discovery. They clearly know something about these ruins. We'll begin working the prisoners around the clock, for I believe we are on the verge of an even more amazing discovery.
Hello. Should I be standing here? Well, fuck. The rope arrow was used to be the button that is now the poison arrow. I'm not stupid, I swear. Oh boy, more tombs. Oh, never mind. We need to find a can to decorate an explosive first. We had to break physics a little bit to get through there. Oh no, that's just the same tomb.
Like they were animals.
Yeah.
I don't think Anna shares our faith. Or she's in this for something else. She's conflicted. I get that. I used to be the same way, but we've all got a part to play in this. Took another patrol to see if I could get another kill. Sure enough, got a remnant at the perimeter. Took my time. Did it with my hands so I could see the light in her eyes go out. Stayed with her until she went cold. Magic. Constantine tells us that with the Source we'll live forever, that we'll finally look upon the face of God. But I already have. This is where I'm supposed to be. Took me so long to find it, but this is it. I'm home. Negative. Even if we did, there's a lot of structural damage from the revolt.
It'd be dangerous getting up higher. Weather and elements have taken their toll. So this is where the Soviets broke.
Yeah. First contact was in one of the mine shafts. They shifted all operations to retrieval. But it looks like the revolt came within a week.
Workers finally had enough?
You've seen this place, right?
I can't believe you set these nice men on fire.
Must be a way to get past there. Maybe we'll burn.
Working on it.
Got to burn down that barricade if I want to get past.
Yep. Where's the nearest fire? There we go. We need to go back down. Placing a limit on how much salvage you can have at once is does not feel good.
This writing seems to be pointing to something nearby. I think about Dad every day. For years, I was so angry with him for losing himself in his work, for chasing what I thought were fairy tales. I had no idea. I keep telling myself that I was young, that I couldn't understand, but I still lost him. And now, for some reason, I feel more connected to him than I ever did when he was alive. He never got this far, but I know he's with me. The divine source is here, and I'm going to find it. He knew that it could change the way we understand a human soul, that it could change the world. But he's gone now, and I'm the only one left who knows he was right. Another sculpture, but this one looks like a game. These pieces look familiar. I know I've seen something like this before.
You'll figure it out, I'm sure. If we find a can, we're gonna bring it all the way down there so we can do the challenge too. Speak of the devil. Well, actually. Holding it anymore? Where'd it go? No, seriously, where did it go? Did they program it so that you can't bring them that far? bitch. Whatever. They did. Okay. Whatever. I'll go on with the main. Oh, is this where the optional tomb is?
Light still work. Looks like pitch blende. Must have been a uranium mine.
It's uranium, not my uranium.
My god, these are ancient. What did they find down here?
That was floating in the air.
looks flammable. Looks flammable.
Yeah. Standing directly next to a fire looks flammable. Oh, it's been a while since we did one of those.
Hell of an entrance.
Can't tell. I think this is a shortcut back to the entrance, I think. Yes.
More artifacts. They must have broken through into an old passage. Got to see it for myself.
Oh, Twitch actually blocked a spam comment for once. It must be Christmas.
Got to get it past the water somehow. This flask belonged to a soldier in the Red Army. I don't recognize the insignia. It's still half full. I may need this before I'm done here.
Lara, don't drink that.
That should burn as well.
What should burn?
There we are.
Stop describing puzzles after I solve them, please.
Whatever they found, it's got to be in there.
Oh boy, more shit.
Someone was hiding mining.
We can no longer wait for our brothers outside the mines to begin their resistance. The Soviets have found something they desire more than the poison ore. They found our forefathers' history, have desecrated their tombs. This is the last injustice. We thought at first the old guardians would emerge and punish our tormentors. But now I see we will have to be the instrument of God's retribution. We gather our strength, store picks and axes in secret places. Very soon, those of us that are still well enough will rise up. and bury our repressors here before they erase our past, along with our present.
Tools and makeshift weapons.
It's very lucky that didn't fall on her head. We can't do anything about that right now.
Those minecarts. Perhaps they could block the water. A trigger mechanism for a bomb. It's the same handiwork. He must have been gathering the supplies for a long time. There it is. So close.
When the uranium ore was nearly gone, I feared our operation was at an end. But even as we moved to close the shaft, fate intervened. We found a chamber, half destroyed by a cave-in, but clearly made by the hands of man. The artifacts inside are ancient, nearly 1,000 years old, untouched since the tomb was sealed. We redouble our efforts. Instead of mining, the workers now search and retrieve the artifacts inside. The natives of the valley, their resistance once broken, now bristle at this new assignment, as if they do not wish the relics to be seen. We will need to make an example of a few young men before their dark looks lead to something more.
To find a way inside. Those minecarts. Perhaps they could block the water. Yes, that's it. The water is blocked. Damn it. Got to find a way to block it for good. Must be a way to free another cart. Must be a way to free another cart.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Must be a way to free another cart.
Lara, shut up.
Another mural. Must be a way to free another cart. Must be a way to free another cart.
I am working on it.
Must be a way to free another cart. 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 Must be a way to free another cart.
This is gonna kill me. Yep. There must be a way to free another cart, though.
Must be a way to free another cart.
I'm turning that shit off. I have the audio muted right now.
Must be a way to free another cart. Must be a way to free another cart.
Did she start saying that again before the fucking before the first line was finished?
Must be a way to free another cart. 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 Must be a way to free another cart.
I think I see. Maybe I don't.
To be some way of stopping the water. No good. Too much water. No good. Too much water.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That did it. Now for a little fire. Seems like the workers had finally had enough. Looks like they dragged it out of here. It's an ancient codex. A philosophical argument on the virtue of awareness. So much damage between that amateur excavation and the cave-in. But it must be connected to the Prophet. This shaft must have been where they first broke through. Should lead out as well.
Up you go. Oh, finally. That took too fucking long. What? Why are there suddenly a bunch of skulls? I don't know why the Baba
Hero of
Yaga
the
icons are
Soviet
suddenly
Union
everywhere.
Medal. It's the highest honor given for act. Another Soviet plaque.
All the way back up we go. There we go, that's better.
Not sure. Can't really see. But I just lost contact with the sweep.
Understood.
On your six!
Let's just leave that for later.
The Red Army finally uncovered the Temple of the Prophet's Blessing. They have halted normal operations and are beginning to plunder the riches of our ancestors. We're ready. Working with the foreign prisoners, we've managed to hoard weapons and dynamite. When the Guardians are disturbed, we will use the chaos to revolt. The Red Army has been ruthless to us, but we will pay them back in kind. We will not stop until these invaders are dead. Only then will our secret be safe.
Give me 1 second. Brave onion rings. That's not really relevant, but it's how I feel. Hey Blackstone. I have horrible news. Peter David died. He was a real one. I recently read Young Justice like 6 months ago. And I'm familiar with his work on Star Trek and Aquaman. Not so much Hulk.
Lara, are you there? I'm pinned down, Lara. You need to get out.
Jacob!
I wonder, actually. No, there's nothing funny there. Well, I'm glad to know that he was as chill as he seemed. And DC has a habit of only doing tributes to people after they die instead of helping contribute to their health, because both Rachel Pollack and Peter David had to do GoFundMes.
Lara, are you there? I'm pinned down, Lara.
But we are helping not Jesus, or people who worship not Jesus, repel a bunch of Christian extremists. So it's a good time.
Let me see that activity log. I think it mentioned the safe. Manifest says the Soviets stored the most valuable artifacts from the site in this safe. Let's crack it open. Who's got the torch? On it. Okay, the rest of you, don't touch anything. Catalog whatever artifacts you find.
All of this came out of the mine?
Oh, come on.
The last reports say they shut down operations as soon as they found the site. Revolt must have come after it. The confusion. This stuff is ancient.
They were not ready for that. But I hope you're having a good day. I forgot to say that part. We're going through these reboot Tomb Raider games. Will regular explosive work? No.
Burn down that barricade if I want to get past.
Would you stop telling me the solution to puzzles after I solve them, please? They never expect the part arrow. So one of the things that I find really funny about this game is that normally they would like hold back on violence against the female main character, but like the game overs are like really brutal. Like a normal game, you would fall through the ice into a frozen river, but in this game, you fall through and you actually see it, and then you're perforated by machine gun fire. Or in the previous game, when you fall to your death off a cliff, you'll bounce off a rock on the way. It's awesome. I understand why some people think it's misogynistic, but I don't think that they were thinking about that at all.
I got you covered. Oh my God. Taking fire. Flush her out.
Who is shooting? Oh, I see you. Or there's a part where you get dragged under by like a current, and you see Lara crack her head open on a rock and then just float there. Or when she's parachuting through a forest at like 100 miles an hour, and if you don't dodge something, you get impaled on a tree branch. It's awesome. It's so rad.
Advancing. Cover me. I got you covered.
Well, there's a lot. Even with outside of the game overs, there's a lot of punishment that they go through.
I have visual confirmation. Kill her. Yes, sir.
And of course, there's a sequence early on in the first game where, before she really starts killing people en masse, she gets threatened with assaults. But that only happens once early on, and after that they just want to shoot her on sight because they know that they're fucked. Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, I feel like a normal game dev wouldn't even think to include those, but they're just having fun.
I'm going to kill you!
I was reading, I've only read, like, the first 3 issues of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, but I was reading the the new Absolute line from DC. And Wonder Woman is the standout. Absolute Batman is fun, but it feels like Scott Snyder is just coasting on his name.
Glad you're okay. Is that the way
I
through?
do need. I think I said this on a Discord, but I do need to talk about.
Can't get rid of me so easily.
I do need to talk about Absolute Alfred.
And there's no time to waste.
Who is in the Absolute comics is not a butler because the Waynes are not rich, but he's like a 60-year-old trained killer or some shit. But I need to talk about him. Where is it? I need to talk about him because he looks like my uncle from the bad side of the family whose meth lab exploded, and I just felt like sharing.
This path will take us all the way through the mountain. My people used these ways until the Soviets arrived and began digging.
I've never met any of the people on the bad side of the family, but I just hear about them.
They used machines and explosives to dig deeper. Did quite a lot of damage. Many of the old paths collapsed, but it's safe now. Or it used to be.
That doesn't sound good.
Trinity must have found the old mining equipment. They're trying to finish what the Soviets started.
And there's no other way through.
I'm afraid
But, like,
not.
Absolute Wonder Woman
Not
feels like the
anymore.
one they took the most liberties with.
This complicates things.
I haven't gotten to any of the other Absolute titles.
Hold on. The wires here are corroded, so I think I can bypass it.
Today I was reading the Tangent comics, which is a line created by Dan Jurgens in '97, where they took the names of these properties and just gave them to all the characters to like evoke different imagery. Like the Tangent Green Lantern is a mysterious woman with a Green Lantern who like heralds the souls of the afterlife, and she's kind of like she tells stories like the Crypt Keeper. Holy shit, Laura. And it's set in a divergent history where Cuba and Florida got nuked in the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Jacob, are you there? Can you hear me? This is bad.
Okay.
Imagine if that guy had an arrow in his head. He was a bald black man, yes. I haven't read him. He didn't. They didn't create Tangent Superman until the second round of one shots in '98. Oh dear. So I'm finally back to reading comics more than like once every couple weeks. after spending way too much of my time binge watching House MD, which I'm still doing, but I'm slowing down.
Oh shit. Now what? That's where I need to go.
I'm glad that Lara always brings really flattering pants on her adventures.
Maybe if I cut those ropes. Not gonna be able to use the elevator. Got to find another way up. Not gonna be able to use the elevator. Got to find another way up. This should come in handy.
But like, stabbing people with a climbing pick is way funnier.
Not gonna be able to
I
use
think
the
that's a
elevator.
costume in here.
Got to find
I would have
another
to
way up.
I would have to wait till we get to the next base.
Not gonna be able to use the elevator. Got to find
But there's
another
like
way
16 costumes in this game right now.
up. Not gonna be able to use the elevator. Got to find another way
And I
up.
remember in Tomb Raider Underworld, the game which came out in like 2008, it was a major selling point that there was a that they modeled like a lot of mud for Lara to get covered in, and it would like stay there in real time, which is like technically impressive, but also
Find another way up.
reveals the priorities. Or it was technically impressive. I would feel very off-put by a lot of cheesecake while Lara is getting shot in the head or set on fire.
At your earliest convenience, please acknowledge these communiques. We have received no directive since the discovery of the ruins. Examination of the artifacts and scrolls recovered from the site continue. As impossible as it may seem, it appears we may have discovered the ruins of the legendary city of Kitesh. There are also numerous references to some kind of messianic figure. If I'm interpreting the texts correctly, he was a prophet who fled Byzantium sometime in the 10th century. The inscriptions say he carried with him an artifact of great power. For the time being, I have suspended normal mining operations. It is my intent to discover the truth behind this mysterious prophet.
Next campfire we get to, we'll take a look at all the costumes.
Could this be part of the lost city?
This game was also made, it was 2016 or 2015. It was 2016 because it was for the franchise's 20th anniversary.
Separated again. I just hope Jacob's still alive. I don't know exactly where I am. That's rapidly becoming the story of my life. Fighting to survive, yet strangely, I feel hopeful. There are incredible ruins all around me. This must be part of the Prophet's lost city. But how much more is true? The divine source.
Let's upgrade our assault rifle. Oh no, she's wearing pants. Boo! Boo, I say. Is this what she was wearing before? No. I got distracted by fashion. And I don't know how to put a normal outfit back on. That sounds like an ad from the 90s, yes. There is that Duke Nukem ad from the 90s where it said, "Play Duke Nukem or you like men." Or something like that. And there was that one from Daikatana where John Romero, who was the co-creator of Doom, had this new game coming out that he was hyping up like crazy. And the marketing campaign was, "John Romero is about to make you his bitch." Which he has since publicly apologized for and said he regrets. And I'm like, you don't say. Eat my farts. Oh, that went right in his brain. Oh, let me pull this up. Well, actually, give me a second. I'm gonna pull up. I actually don't have the headphones.
Hey, time to load up on PlayStation games. Greatest hits are on sale. Crash Bandicoot, Jet Moto.
But I don't even
Man, they used to sell games for less than $30. What the fuck? Sorry. I've said this before, but I miss the old era of video game advertisements where it was just completely unhinged nonsense. And sometimes you could barely tell what they were advertising. Like they hired David Lynch to do some PS2 ads, I remember.
In place within the main cavern. We intend to gain access to some kind of
just for the PlayStation 2 in
we have to
general,
rip
I
down
think,
its
not
ancient
any
doors
specific
to do
game.
so. While hundreds of artifacts have now been recovered and cataloged, 2 guard crews have gone missing in the mines. I have personally questioned the native prisoners. They claim to have no knowledge of the whereabouts of the missing guards. And though we've punished them harshly, I fear they are on the verge of revolt.
I swear there was another really in poor taste ad. We've talked about all the weird Kirby ads, like the one where Kirby launched a missile out of his face and blew up a cat. America really did not know how to market Kirby, because Kirby is like cute. It's a cute game and a cute franchise, and it's mainly marketed at young boys. But young boys in America are not encouraged to like cute things. I can pull up. Give me a second. I can pull up the Kirby's Dream Land 2 one. This isn't the missile one, but let me.
What are friends? Friends are there to pick you up when you're feeling a little down. Friends are there to rearrange someone's face when they're acting like a clown. Friends are a hamster, a fish, and an owl in Kirby's Dream Land 2. If you ain't fighting on their side, well, man, I'd pity you.
Kirby's back and the Flappy One brought 3 rowdy friends. It's a
That version of Kirby is my paralysis demon.
New for Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Will you be my friend?
Oh, let me see here. Kirby 64 commercial. There we go.
Muffin is a half tabby, half calico who loves giving kitten kisses. Buddy is part lab, part husky, and he chases balls. Kirby is part fire, part bomb, spike, and lightning, and he loves to combine these in new ways to destroy his enemies. So, we have 3 wonderful...
I was wrong. I was wrong. He killed the dog.
Kirby 64. Rated E for everyone.
What the fuck is that one? Hang on, we're taking a detour. What is that one?
Some play games that go, and some play games that go. Well, now there's Nintendo's new pinball video game called Kirby's Pin. Kirby ha vuelto.
I don't like that at all. Mainly because of the... And there's one more. Kirby's Avalanche. Commercial.
about?
Well, he was pink.
Caucasian?
No, pink.
And big, you saying?
Yeah, like a big marshmallow.
Now what'd he do?
He made me and my friend play this game, Avalanche, and he dumped all these little blobs on me. And the only way that I could survive was if I buried my buddy in boulders.
Oh, look, he's a cutie. Is this the guy?
Kirby's Avalanche, the chain reaction puzzle game. Or try Kirby's Dream Course. It's Psycho Golf in 3D, only for Super NES.
All right, son. Marshmallow?
They really went to the extra mile with that scream. But anyway, I think we're done with that. But like nobody cared. Like we're gonna need you.
It is imperative that you respond to my.
We're gonna need you to do this 8-ball before we start rolling.
A full revolt is in progress, and the prisoners now control the excavation site and surrounding facilities. In retribution, I have ordered mass executions of prisoners from the native population. With any luck, these rebels will lay down their arms and surrender to save their own countrymen.
You can now translate more Russian, said the shooter video game.
I can use these other cables to rip open the door.
So when Canada avoided electing a fascist, I was like, I felt a little better about the world, but now that it's worn off, so now I'm back to being sad.
The truck's anchored to that door. It might be heavy enough to rip it open. Just need to find a way to push that truck into the chasm.
Lara, you should probably move. Less of a bigot is like is enough right now. I know Trump said something to the effect of he would not recognize Canada's election if the right-winger didn't win, which I'm sure helped immensely. Oh, there goes your brains. This is going poorly. Yeah. I remember, I think you and Viper had told me, or had said something about it, just in general. And it was like, man, he really does seem like he's the shoe-in, unfortunately. And then Trump united the people against him, and the united people did not vote for this guy.
Give me suppressing fire! Now! We got a man down! Let's finish this! I got it! Ah, you got it! Covering fire! I'm under fire!
They were not ready. It's weird that they would vote against the guy who's endorsed by the man who wants to annex Canada.
Makes sense if I follow these directions.
No, she's in this game alone. She has killed like 300 people. With an extra 500 or so from the last game. These games aren't as, like, crazy as the older games where, like, in the first game, you like, end up in Atlantis, like, in the first 4 levels and are fighting dinosaurs.
But I will continue transmitting, as it is my duty. Local natives attacked us.
There's a T-Rex boss in the first game. The very first game.
The executions of their countrymen. There are far more natives than we ever anticipated. It is clear that they come from the other side of the mountain and have been preparing their revolt carefully for years. We are now without power and water, and winter is upon us. Those of us who remain will soon be leaving.
Yes, the first... This game is a little more clear on it, but the first game doesn't have anything explicitly supernatural happen until, like, halfway through the game, roughly. Which I think is actually a point in the game's favor. But the first part of the first game is that Lara and her expedition, including her roommate slash probably intended to be girlfriend, are trapped on this island where anything that comes near it or tries to leave gets struck by lightning, and it's because there's an ancient zombie Japanese queen that's keeping everyone there, and the final climax is you stopping her from possessing your girlfriend. slash roommate. That does remind me of something that I should show after this fight is over. Actually, right now, I think I shared this on Viper's channel. There we go. I saw an old, like, Xena Warrior Princess trading card. That does the old, like, lesbian erasure thing. Give me a second. Now, admittedly, if you're like the marketing person that has to make Xena look less gay, you have your work cut out for you. But this is really funny. They're friends. It's so good. They're eternal friends because they're going to hell for girl kissing. Weren't we just here? There we go. I've never seen Xena. I just know that it's gay. They sound like something that I could get into, but especially Hercules, I don't think I'm going to. Because Kevin Sorbo is a remarkable piece of shit.
If I can bring down that crane, it should be enough to rip open a door. If I can bring down that crane, it should be enough to rip open a door.
Yeah, you said that already.
If I can fill that bucket, it might be heavy enough to bring down the crane. If I can bring down that crane, it should be enough to rip open the door. Not strong enough. If I can fill that bucket, it might be heavy enough to bring down the crane.
I got it. I got the puzzle, Lara.
Right, that should work.
I know that Jim Caviezel is like an unapologetic QAnon person. And we'll get into arguments with anyone who isn't about how they support eating babies.
That did it.
that reminds me. Oh wow, I didn't show her anything worse happening to her. That was weird. I watched a police cam footage the other day where the police officer was encountering one of those sovereign citizen people who believe that that if you just that if you just say the law doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't.
This statue must be the immortal prophet. And this, it shows the exodus of his people from the deserts of Syria. They settled in a hidden valley and built a great city. Katash.
This is their original character, not Jesus. Do not steal.
Protect the city and its people. The prophet raised an army of warriors. But what is this showing? It's not the divine source they're holding. Something else. Something else. But what? And his warriors forged for him an atlas, that the prophet might always know his city and its secrets. A map of the city. It could show.
I caught a little bit of Person of Interest every now and then, because it was on after something that we were watching. But anyway, the Sovereign Citizen video I want to talk about, because the police pulls this woman over, and she cracks the window open just a tad so the guy can barely hear her, and she's like, "It's illegal for you to pull me over. I have a nationality card, that's the only identification you need." And he's like, "Ma'am, if you're driving a car, you need a driver's license." And she's like, "I'm not driving, I'm traveling. I'm not driving, I'm not transporting goods, services, or people." And he's like, "Ma'am..." He's like, "Ma'am, you are driving a motor vehicle on the on a road in the United States. You need a driver's license." And then she goes, "There's no motor in this engine. This is not a motor vehicle." And he's like, "Ma'am, we're not doing this." And then she rolls up her window and then speeds off. And she later claims that she was unaware that the police were chasing her, even though they tried to box her in with their cars like 3 times, and she drove out of it. But eventually, during this chase, the Sovereign Citizen lady gets so fed up with the police chasing her that she calls 911 to get the dispatch lady to make them stop chasing her.
I wonder this place is still standing.
And it's like, these people's brains are so cooked. Because the Sovereign Citizen thing is not real. It has never, ever, ever, ever worked. Not a single time. I think we're about to see Laura drown again. Oh, never mind. like, I really hate anyone that makes cops look good, but like, that cop was literally just doing his job, just pulling her over for. Actually, I'm not sure what she was being given a ticket for at first. But when she goes, "This is the there's no motor in this vehicle. It's not a motor vehicle." She goes, "It's a horseless carriage," I think, also. But you're also not allowed to drive those without a license.
Stop right there.
Oh, it's her and her Game of Thrones looking ass.
Easy. You know I'm not with Trinity. Why should we believe you? I escaped with one of yours. A man named Jacob. Where is he now? We were together, but we got separated in the mines.
She killed him!
No! No. Jacob would never trust an outsider. Please, listen, I am not your enemy. I warned you. You should have left.
Sophia! Enough!
Father! I thought I lost you.
I'm glad you made it out of there. Forgive Sophia, she is cautious.
In her position, I'd be the same way. What did you find out?
Trinity is coming in force. We must prepare.
Her?
She's a friend. On my word, no harm will come to her.
These ruins. They must be near the Prophet's lost city.
Come. We do not have much time. Prepare the weapon stores.
So the secret of immortality is allegedly around here somewhere, and these people are protecting it from the evil Christians.
The children and elders are vulnerable.
Go. Get them into the catacombs.
From the Christian radical paramilitary corporation.
Sophia, muster our fighters. Then meet me in the upper village.
Don't disappear again, Father.
There's much to do. If we had more time.
Later.
Yes.
For now, I'll do what I can to help.
I'm guessing the twist is that that guy is the Jesus guy. But I don't actually know. He's wide enough for it.
Head down to the old radio. Get the generator working. We need to get one last transmission.
Alright.
Jacob and his people are resilient. I'll give them that. Trinity is on their way. They could do with my help. And this atlas from the mural. If it really is some kind of map of the ruins, I've got to find it before Anna. If I don't, then all these deaths will have been in vain. And I can't have that on my conscience.
It's...
Yes, of course. If we see anything, we'll sound the horns.
Go with God.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
How did you find
We
this
must
place?
keep them away from the Acropolis Tower, no matter the cost. We'll send the families into the catacombs below. But we have to keep the enemy engaged here, on this side of the valley.
I'm guessing they're gonna have us do odd jobs over here.
We never recovered.
Trying to get the structure repaired. You want just keep your eyes out.
I was reminded of the James Bond Jr. cartoon the other day,
Lara.
where they made Dr. No a literal yellow peril Fu Manchu type and gave him like
I'm just glad
cute
you were there
yellow
to vouch for
skin.
me.
My people have spent decades fighting outsiders.
It's not an easy habit to break. See if you can lend a hand with the preparations. A little hard work would go a long way towards building trust.
I'll see what I can do. Trinity will be here soon.
So it's crazy that stuff like that was going on. What seems like, what feels like wasn't that long ago. Although I guess it was like almost 40 years ago. Or 35 years ago.
They will likely come from the air. Jacob is assembling fighters in the upper village to draw their attention there. The children and those too old to fight will be safely hidden in the Acropolis catacombs. I will go there once things are in hand here.
You said they were heavily armed. How can we expect to beat them?
The fight will not be won in open combat. They will hit us hard.
I think James Bond Jr. is technically his nephew.
They hope to crush us in their initial assault, but we will turn their eagerness into our advantage.
So I don't know where the Junior comes from.
For now, we light the fires, warn the others in the valley. Today, we win by surviving. Gather as much ammunition and supplies as you can.
This was
Hide them
also-
in the caves and ruins. When you've completed your duties, rendezvous in the upper village. Understood? Yes.
This was also the same era as the old Iron Man cartoon, where they still had the Mandarin, but they made him a white guy, mutated by alien stuff, so that he had like green skin and elf ears. And obviously, the thinking was that if you remove race from it, it becomes fine. And I think that would have been a good point, except he's still called the Mandarin.
The followers of the Prophet fled, but they were attacked in Syria.
Nah.
Seems to be a map of some sort, but I can't quite read the words.
Where are we going? Seeing all the ads for the new Fantastic Four movie is giving me flashbacks to when Sammy made me watch the 2015 one. This is a call-out post. You can feel the complete apathy that that the director has towards the source material. And how he was not interested in directing any superhero stuff at all. Because he didn't... Lara. Because he didn't direct the third act. That movie feels like a different, worse movie every 30 minutes. first like act is still pretty bad, but it feels like there's potential in the like the Explorers, Last Starfighter, science camp vibe. Completely squandered potential. And taking inspiration from the Ultimate Fantastic Four is pretty ill-advised. I feel like she should not have died from that. Well, everything feels more cynical nowadays, I think is the problem. So I don't know if we can capture that anymore. I am serious, Lara. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like I kind of went a little hard on Knuckle Sammy. But I was frustrated because he insisted that I watch it so that I understand that Fan Four Stick is worse than Madam Web. Which I wasn't disputing that. I was saying that... I was saying that Madam Web is a much more baffling movie. The actual quality is, like, irrelevant. Because I understand how a Fantastic Four movie got made that ended up being really shitty. Nobody gives a fuck about Madam Web, including the writers, directors, and everybody else involved. Okay, we can do this time. Would it kill them to build some stairs? They did plan that. Although the planning amounted to just saying that they wanted to. Remember when they announced that Hypno Hustler movie with Donald Glover? And then we never heard about it again. Oh, fire arrows. Okay.
Thank you, Lara. Our people have been warned. That should give them time to evacuate. Meet me in the upper village. I'm gathering our forces here.
All right.
DC, for a while, DC was announcing movies and then canceling them like 2 weeks later. They did that like 3 times. They announced that Constantine sequel with Keanu Reeves, which never went anywhere. they announced that Wonder Twins movie that was canceled like 2 weeks later. They announced Zatanna and Black Canary movies.
Hello there. We know what to do here. We've been waiting for you.
Why does it keep telling me to go there?
Hello.
Lara, I could use your help. Our people are spread thin across the valley. If you light the signal tower, they'll know that the danger is imminent.
I'll do what I can.
Once the fire is lit, they'll know what to do.
I lit the signal fire. Okay, now we can go back. I remember, I don't really have an interest in Andor Season 2, at least not enough to watch it right now. But I remember one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard in my life was related to Andor. Somebody that used to hang out in these circles, that I'm not going to name, told me that Andor was garbage because it completely fails at being just standalone episodic television, which is like saying that a gorilla fails at being a horse.
Hello.
Jacob, helicopters are headed your way.
Get here as fast as you can. Get behind the barricade. Move! Move! Look out! Stay under cover! Pull back! Stay together!
He was basically saying that he didn't want like a serialized story arc, that he just wanted standalone episodes, which is like, okay, I don't think that was ever what was promised. But saying that it fails at being that indicates that it was trying to be that. It's really the saying that it fails at being episodic television is what's stupid about it. Because by that logic, a gorilla fails at being a horse. Just because it's not.
Where is the divine source? Tell me! Stop! Don't hurt anyone else! Where is it? Wait! Wait! There's a map. The Atlas. It will show you the way. Okay.
It was, I'm not trying to start drama, but it was somebody that used to hang out around these streaming circles. was like, I feel dumber for having heard that. They were not ready for her to have a shotgun. Get here. I've been kind of getting back into, or thinking about getting back into my Star Trek fixation. But I feel like we've kind of run out of interesting Star Trek games.
Stand back. This is mine. It'll take more than that. You think you're safe back there?
Oh God.
It's gonna blow.
We're bugging out. Withdraw and regroup with the drop.
Man.
We've been overrun by the natives. Croft is with them. Several casualties. Men are dead and scattered.
What's Cocaine Lady again?
We should have killed her.
You have nothing to show for your efforts. Perhaps she'll succeed where you're failing.
I will not fail.
Trinity will step in if you do. And you know what that means? I'm expendable. They have no interest in my survival. I need the power of the Source.
So she's actually dying, but when she's first introduced, they don't say that, so it just looks like she did lines in the bathroom before the game started.
Our success is inevitable.
Please, just find it.
She was pretending she went undercover as Lara's nanny because her dad was onto whatever.
I've come so far. I've endured so much. These final barriers you have set before me. These sins you have forced me to commit, they must have a purpose. Only you can show me the way. Grant me strength to continue for her.
God wouldn't force you to sin, buddy.
Trinity, please. Show me the way.
Oh, that's right. They did. One of the documents said that he was given stigmata as a kid. I forgot about that. You can learn more about Jesus at whydomyhandshurt.com.
Stay with me.
I'm sorry.
Stay with me.
We'll probably be wrapping up within the hour.
I'm sorry. Your people don't deserve this.
It is our chosen path. Our duty. It's never been easy.
I understand what it's like to lose people. Trinity won't stop, will they?
I doubt it. They have many resources.
And the Atlas?
It's an ancient map to the old city. The Trinity won't find into that tower. Many of my people live in those ruins. They won't be prepared for what's coming.
I can help them, Jacob.
Will you do this for us? Or for that which you seek?
Right now, they're one and the same.
I'll be back with reinforcements after I've tended to the wounded.
Yes?
I need bandages.
What is it?
We're in bad shape, Jacob. The attack left us in shambles, and we have no one to send to the Acropolis.
I know. I'll see to the wounded here. We have to get them to someplace safe. When that's done, we'll gather anyone still able to fight. Hold still, Sophia.
Can I help?
You already have. If it wasn't for you.
Send a runner when
I still can't see straight.
Fires still rage in the outer districts.
Everything's blurry.
Man.
That's to be expected.
Jacob, it's a mess up here. There's no sign of your people.
Sophia might have taken them into the catacombs beneath the tower. But I've lost contact with her.
All right, I'll look for her there.
We're almost done evacuating the wounded here. I'll join you soon.
Yeah. I was thinking, there's that Next Generation game where you can play as like the whole crew that I played a little bit of, where Jordy got shot with a laser and I thought that he was dead. We beat the Elite Force games. I'm trying to think of Star Trek games. There's a lot of Star Trek Online content, but that feels like a lot of commitment. There's a bunch of ship-based strategy games. There's that one that has the first 5 captains and their voice actors returning that I played like an hour of as a test. Where I played as Captain Archer, as voiced by Scott Bakula in a recording booth wanting to kill himself.
Oh God, no.
Our ancestors came here as men and women fleeing Byzantium. They wandered into a wild that almost killed them. But they survived and found this valley. And how did they honor this gift from God? By tearing the stones from the mountains and building a new empire.
Take him out.
Don't shoot. We will...
Laura, why the fuck does that surprise you?
Heads up! Incoming!
They've done nothing but murder people the entire time. The first thing they tried to do when you met them was murder you. There's like 3 different Deep Space Nine games, but none of them look very good.
We got incoming!
Missed one. Be more thorough going forward. Hang on. I'll go look.
We're under attack!
We're probably wrapping up in the next 20 minutes anyway, so let's give this a couple more tries.
Missed one. Be more thorough going forward.
What's our status?
Looks all...
They really didn't hear that? You really didn't see that? Okay. Those bodies were like in plain sight.
The rest of them can catch up. I don't want to miss out on the hunt.
Jesus, you're insatiable.
Was there a reason that you were just standing there, sir?
Hey, hey, hold up. These bastards are resourceful. They might have set us under fire!
I didn't even check what we can spend all these coins on. At the end of this, at the climax of this sequence, we'll call it a stream.
Beat you until you stop breathing. That way, when I ask the next guy where the Atlas is, he'll know.
What was that? Let's finish this!
Bastards. Untie me. I'll kill every last one of them.
Easy, Sophia.
So much bloodshed. We're losing too many people.
Maybe your people have sacrificed enough.
It's all we've known. I misjudged you, Lara.
Tell me how I can help you.
I've got to get the rest to safety. But the entrance to the catacombs is blocked.
I'll find a way to clear it.
You're gonna be okay.
It's barred from the other side.
Alright. Just help us get the others to safety.
This mural shows the moment they found the valley. It must have looked like a paradise. There it is. Maybe I can unblock it from here.
The catacombs. We'll be safe there.
Some kind of armory. This should do it.
Are you gonna fire grenades at those guys? Because those are not bad guys. Isn't the thing the bad guys want in the catacombs? Could we be unblocking it?
An ancient deer charm carved from a stag's antler. It could have been an important object, or a child's toy.
That's a really shitty deer. Oh good, they got...
Clear of the door!
I thought that was Sammy for a second.
Thank you, Lara. They'll be safe in the catacombs.
Okay, no,
I know you seek the divine source, but my people will die to protect it.
Your people are already dying. You can't protect it forever.
We've lasted this long. But for now, I'm glad to have you as an ally.
They're converging on the tower. We still got people there.
Get the others to safety. They'll need you.
Okay, let's get to the tower, and then we'll call it for tonight. Because counting the bit that I recorded as a YouTube video, we are over 3 hours into this session.
Some sort of marker. Byzantines.
The day I feared has come. There can be no...
I can't quite make it out.
Let's upgrade. You know, if I was in charge of making that Tomb Raider ad that you showed me, I would have had the reveal be that he was trying to get with Crash Bandicoot.
Leave it to me. I can do this.
Oh, that's right. I mean, it was before internet porn was everywhere, so you had to, sometimes you had to do what you had to do. Hi. Oh shit. Okay. Someone shooting at us? I can't believe gunfire is going on in this game.
Down! Get down!
He's gone! Give me suppressing fire! Now! Taking fire! I got it!
Excuse me, sir. I can't believe Christians would do this.
Jacob, it looks like we've got the upper hand.
Does it?
Good work. Those choppers should be in range soon.
They're hit.
Holy fuck.
We did it.
I just know that chopper pilot is embarrassed.
Lara, are you there? Trinity is swarming the tower. We're trapped in the catacombs beneath.
Damn! Just hold on. I'm on my way.
It has been
My new favorite moment from watch... Hello. My new favorite moment from watching House MD is a couple episodes ago. There was a male patient that started lactating. Because that's just the kind of show that this is. But in the next meeting about the patient, Dr. House is puts the boy milk in his coffee and is surprised that brings the meeting to a grinding halt.
This is Team 5. We're heading into the catacombs. Need some backup here.
Got it. On our way.
You're damn right I am.
Hold this position. Push us back. Taking fire.
not... He has people that he, like, unselfishly cares about. He selfishly cares about them, but he also... unselfishly cares about.
Come and try. Come on.
He's just not good at expressing it. But mainly, people that worship rationality are frequently the least rational people in the world.
Hostile spotted.
What was that trophy for? Okay.
Jacob. They're gone.
I fear this battle is far from over.
Will you tell me more about this place?
You've earned that much. Come with me.
Yeah. I should play more of that Punisher game. Where you put dudes in like car
In ancient
crushers.
times,
It's
our prophet
awesome.
brought the divine source to this valley. My ancestors built Katesh to protect it from the outside world.
To what end? What is the divine source, Jacob?
An artifact from a time long forgotten. We believe it holds a fragment of God's soul. Legend tells us those who beheld the source were granted immortality. But others have always been drawn here, seeking its power.
Trinity.
Yes. They seek to spread their darkness across the world. With the source, their soldiers would be unstoppable.
Then help me find it before they do.
This is not your burden.
Of course it is. My father died for this.
You can't fill the emptiness inside you, Lara. You can only set it free.
I'm gonna find it. With or without you. Wait, Sophia, let me go. I have to do what I can. You spilt blood for us. I want to help. You know where the Atlas is?
The cathedral, in the archives below. But we won't follow you there.
Why? What will I find?
There are others. The Deathless Ones. They will kill any who trespass. My father believes they will stop Trinity.
I can't take that chance.
I know. Here. Take this. It will help you reach the cathedral.
Sweet wire. Let me get to the next fireplace. Oh, we have a grappling hook. Oh. Oh, that's rad. Lara should have thought of this way earlier.
cathedral. Trinity will be everywhere.
I know, but I have no choice.
Okay, we unlocked a new rifle.
So much violence and death. Jacob's people have been through so much, yet they continue to fight. They are bound by an oath taken by their ancestors, a duty handed down from the past. But I see a people who simply want to live in peace. I believe it's time for them to let go of the past. If I can find the Atlas.
Oh, the white girl's here to help you solve all your problems, people. But yeah. That'll about do us. I'm pretty sure no one I know is streaming right now. No. So yeah. That'll do us for tonight. Everybody take easy and stay safe.